What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday's episode here on Improv Gaming. What's going on, guys? Let's get right into it.
Let's do that.
We have a special guest, but we're gonna tease you for a little bit and who that is, and we'll find out. So, without further ado, the topic today and why we have our special guest is why do people fall out of gaming?
Why do they fall out of gaming?
What happens? What are the reasons?
Yeah. Now, has there ever been a moment inside of your life, in your gaming life, I should say, not your regular life, where you just give up?
Which never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
I'm not gonna go on a tangent, although I do want to. But has there been a moment in your life in particular where you just kind of like just wasn't feeling the gaming environment and you just kind of just didn't want to play any games?
Well, everybody gets gaming lulls, I like to call them. Like, sometimes what happens to me is I'll play a game, enjoy it, and then I'll hit that great game, that amazing game. Same thing happened with Witcher Wild Hunt. I hit it, I loved it, and then afterwards I was just like...
Everything else was just so much dull.
Yeah, I was like, and I was like, it's, and I knew it's just like a phase in a way, or so to speak, like, but it was just like, you need to take breaks, like, obviously, what we do is we always are playing games.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting to the fact where sometimes you need like those couple of weeks, What I find works out for me is I'll play a big AAA game, like Horizon came out. I'll be playing that, and then right after Horizon, I will just maybe play a walking simulator, play an indie game, play something a little bit more relaxed. Then I know will be good in its own way. Like Limbo, like a Limbo type game where I know it will be good, but it won't be like...
It's not trying to compete with Horizon, so you're not losing interest in that game because you just played... Like, Witcher we'll use for example, because although this comes out after Horizon has been released, we don't really know as of recording this whether or not Horizon was that phenomenal of a game.
Well, Nick will tell you in his Let's Play.
I will tell you in my Let's Play that happened. I will tell you thing that happened before.
In the past.
In the past.
I have a question.
Yes.
Questions. I love questions.
Was there ever a time where like people or society kind of made you want to get out of it? Does that make sense?
Well, I've always had the idea of, and I bring this up, the other job, the part-time job I do. not Improv Gaming. But I was talking to a manager and I said, I think this is going to be my last console generation. PS4, Xbox One, I think I'm done after this. I'm getting up there in age. I'm not that old. Relax comments. But I'm getting up there in age. I said, I think I'm done. And he just simply said, bro, I'm 37 years old. He goes, I got a PlayStation 4 on launch day. I got an Xbox One on launch day.
He's like, it never stops.
It never stops. It never stops. The only thing that stops is you have priorities. He has a kid. He has a wife. So now...
he has less time for gaming, but he still games.
But when he has that game that he loves, he'll go and dive into it. Gotcha. Street Fighter V, he's a big Street Fighter fan. He came to EVO with us, and he just took his life away when he played Street Fighter V. But it's interesting because I've never had somebody be like, you play games? It's more like, hey, you talk about video games on YouTube? What's the channel? Check it out.
Yeah. I've never really had that experience where recently I did. During the last E3 that we had, I caught a bit of heat at work because, as you know, there was some scheduling conflicts, and so I decided to kind of negotiate around that and see if I could get the time off to cover E3 alongside you and Jeremy when we were doing the live show.
Can't believe they didn't give you off. You're only part-time.
but the manager, my manager, and he was good spirited. He was being good spirited because we kind of have that relationship, but was joking about it. Never made me feel like it didn't make me feel like I was less than. It was more like, well, you don't quite get what it is that I'm doing, and I'll give you that leeway in that conversation because you don't understand what exactly it is that I'm doing. Because he was like, oh, I guess you're gonna have to play your game another time.
But he didn't know what you do compared to what he does.
Yeah,
absolutely.
As far as he was concerned, it was me going to like a competition perhaps, or me playing a game of some type that was only scheduled at this time or something like that. But that's not what it was. It was coverage. But he didn't understand that. He had no idea what it was that I was trying to get into when we did our E3 coverage. Not any fault of him, right?
Yeah, of course. He didn't know.
And when he was younger, he was skipping out on school, going out and playing Atari. So he understood the passion behind video games. He just didn't understand what it was that I was doing when it came to that specific 3 or 4 days. What I find, for me personally, in the aspect of falling out of gaming, is every time you get that great AAA title, all of a sudden nothing can compare. And that's, alongside with what you said, that's what usually throws me off of my funk. So I played Devil May Cry. I was blown away by it. And for a very long time, maybe a month or two, I didn't play video games because I was like, there's nothing here that's giving me that same feeling. Same thing happened with Mass Effect. Until the second Mass Effect came out. And the second Mass Effect actually brought me back into playing games more often. I played the second Mass Effect. I was like, man, I got to play more things like that, because Mass Effect 1, I played, and then I played something after. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like Singularity or something like that. And I was just like, I can't do this. I can't. Excuse me. Sorry.
Got a little, you guess?
A little gassy. Gassy. But why don't we
Let's
switch
to our special guest.
To our special guest.
So this is Jen.
You've heard about her.
Hey.
She has the best curls in the business.
Do I really know?
They're sensational. Good one, Jen. No. And then next
Stole my
one.
move. She stole my move.
I did.
So, you are not a gamer at the moment. Your boy over here, though, big gamer. Clearly.
Yes.
What we do. What made you fall out of gaming? And be honest. No hateful feelings here.
Yeah, there's no hate here.
So really?
Yeah, really. You can say whatever you
You
want.
guys are not gonna kill me?
No, never.
No.
Not sure.
They might kill you. But
Why did I fall out of gaming?
Yeah.
Because, correct me if I'm right, you were a big Soul Calibur fan?
Yes.
Torok, that was your jam. Super Street Fighter. Smash Brothers, where
Bloody
you played
Roar.
as Samus. So
Bloody
those-
Roar.
Johnny the Bat was my bitch. Are you allowed to say that?
Yes.
Remember when
We say fuck.
Remember when we used to do the Mario? That's
Yeah,
an
the
old
little
school
dring.
reference.
The little thing, whenever it would curse. That got so tiring, man. When I had to edit that stuff.
And so I was like, let's leave the fuck shit motherfuckers all alone. So, why'd you fall out?
I just think with what was it? I guess with age, mostly.
Okay.
And I think just during the time when I was younger, not a lot of girls played. At least not from my school and stuff like that. So mostly I'd play video games with my brother, his friends.
Now, in your experience when you were playing video games, it was mostly like your brother and guy friends. There was no girls that were around playing the games. So your experience growing up was very much one of those like, I don't belong here. This is a boys' neighborhood kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was mostly like, oh, okay, I am becoming a girl. Well, not becoming a girl, but, with age. It's like,
yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
Born into a
I'm
woman.
a teenager. I have to,
You
be
have
all
to look
girly.
pretty, have the makeup all
Yeah.
to the nines. Well, I get you. Now, here's my question to you. You used to play games. We've already established that. Do you have any interest in coming back? Is there something that, would a game like if Torok came or the new Soul Calibur, would it be something where you would say, Nick, this is our new jam?
Well, I kind of feel like we should definitely get like a Nintendo 64 back. Well, in this apartment here.
You want to get a Nintendo 64 here?
Yeah, that's all.
Or the
I'm doing.
NES Classic,
Or the
if you
NES
could
Classic,
find one.
If we can find one.
Like
Good luck.
GameCube
With
or
a
like
6-foot cord that doesn't
Yeah.
go anywhere.
You have to play at the
Yeah, I gotta play in front of my HD television that's blinding already.
Yeah, I'd play that. Would you play?
Yeah, why not?
I definitely get back into it. Sometimes like I watch him play and I'm just like,
Now, here's my question. Did you realize that there's a recent poll that came out? Do you know that it's about 45% of women gamers now? Would you believe that?
45% of women are gamers, or
Yes.
45% of gamers are women? It's a different number.
True that. 45% girls are gamers.
45.
yeah, I think you were telling me something like that, or we were watching
Yeah.
on YouTube or something like that. How there's more women gamers now.
Yeah, there's a lot more women gamers. Like these are the people that kind of suffered through the same thing that you kind of went through, right? And again, I'm talking from the perspective of a penis, so I don't know fully. But if you do, comment in the video below. I know ladies do watch the show. that was confirmed for me in the comment section on a previous episode. Tell us your experience in the comments below. But
Absolutely.
from like kind of the perspective of an outsider in that kind of realm, I'm still inside gaming, but I'm outside of a girl's experience or a woman's experience in gaming. It seemed like there was a lot of pressure saying, why are you doing that? That's a boy's thing. Right? And then as we grew older into men, it was more, why are you doing that? That's a boy's thing. Yep. That's not a grown man's thing.
Yeah.
But so we felt it later on, but we were still like conditioned to play, whereas girls were kind of like pushed away. And even guys would say stuff like that to them, right? Like, why is she playing? Like, she doesn't belong here. So I feel like they lived through all of that. And the difference between what I would say is like the people that got pushed away and the people that didn't was that their passion for what they were experiencing was far higher than any kind of pressure that they would deal with. I feel. I don't know if that was the case, if you were very passionate about games, because I wasn't very passionate about games when I was a kid. I didn't give a shit about the Nintendo business and what was going on. I just knew that I put the cartridge in after 3 times, because third time's a charm.
Yeah.
I would put it in and I would just play the game. I'm not as passionate as I was about it now, but I feel like they had to fight for it more than I had to fight for the right to play games.
Now, I have one last question for you specifically, and then we'll wrap up today's episode. Recently, there have been a lot of more female protagonists. We see with Horizon, Aloy. You see with Life is Strange. You see with a whole bunch of Tomb Raider.
Until Dawn, Tomb Raider.
Yep.
You've got
you have all these girls coming in. Do you think that would help more people like yourself get back into gaming because of, by personal experience, of course, and thought? Do you think that would help you say, you know what, I want to play as Lara Croft in this new Tomb Raider. You know, I want to play as Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. You know, I'm excited for these new characters. I want to play as Kat from Gravity Rush 2.
Like, does that excite you? Like, if you think about movies or television shows, does a strong female lead get you excited about a show or a movie? Do you think that might also translate to video games?
No, yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, would you be interested in a strong female lead in video games more often? Because we have a couple.
Yeah.
We have a couple, but question being...
Samus being one of the most iconic ones.
One of the most iconic ones. But they didn't even reveal that she was a woman until you beat the game.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But yeah, I always show Samus when I played Super Smash Brothers.
Because she likes the ladies.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, I'm joined with my cohort. He only
I
has
have a
the...
question for you guys.
Oh, do you? Oh.
I do.
Yeah. How'd you interrupt?
God, who says...
Why'd you interrupt the outro, man?
Because I'm
Don't worry,
done.
I've always wanted to try this. What's your question?
Do you guys ever feel like embarrassed when you meet a girl and you tell them like I'm, 30 years old still playing video games?
No,
Like,
not at all.
Depends on the girl, honestly. If I know, like, my ex was like, she was down with it, she was cool, but my other ex would be like, what, you're playing that? Like, aren't you a little bit, like, old?
Yeah.
So it depends, honestly, I think, with the girl. But now I'm like, no, this is a part of my life. I was like, and if you don't believe me, go check out over 100 subscribers, and they will tell you different.
Yeah, I mean, I never was embarrassed. I was like, it's the same thing as watching a movie or reading a book. In my perspective, it's an art form as far as I'm concerned, because my study in school was to get into video game design. Now, that's what was my intention. I never fulfilled that because I'm a lazy bastard when I was young. I was a very lazy bastard. I made all the wrong choices, so don't you make the wrong choices. But, so I never fulfilled that. And then I saw what the business was like, and then I was like, maybe I did make the right choice to not get into it. I'm happier not being on a deadline, not being on a schedule. I'm happier kind of just doing my own thing and kind of flowing.
Like we flow.
Like we flow. So I've never been embarrassed by it. It always felt like you are misinterpreting what a video game is if you're telling me that I should be embarrassed about it. Mm-hmm. It's an art form the same as a movie is an art form. And you sound like the people that were saying that movies are going to rot people's brains when you tell me that video games encourage violence. It's the same reason why heavy metal is probably the most calming kind of music. It's because you're getting your frustration out.
The best way I can put it for me, at least, is everybody has quote-unquote a fix. Some people like to just watch movies. Some people like to binge TV shows. Some people like to listen to music. My thing is just I like to play one of my favorite games or just play a game, get lost in that world, and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Any other questions? No, it's it.
Maybe. No.
We'll save for
No
Thursday.
pressure.
If you didn't know, he has the best ponytail in the business.
It's fabulous.
It's Mr. Nicholas De Jesus.
How's it going tonight, everybody?
And our special guest today, she only has the best curls in the business.
Spirit fingers. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Spirit fingers. I love it. I love it. It's Miss Jen.
Hey guys.
And as always, it's the host with the most, Mr. I'm Wondering himself with the fedora cap. And so today,
Just today.
it's Mr. Pete Anderson.
What's up, guys? Remember, if you're new here, please subscribe. Be one of those newly 101 subscribers. Also, check out all the Let's Plays we have. Nick did an awesome Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play.
Awesome Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play, and you know that they come very rarely.
So, you know. Resident Evil DLC out right now on the channel.
Yes, and be sure to check out our giveaway. It's posted on the channel. Check that video out. Like, subscribe, follow the rules and regulations.
Do what you
Get your favorite game of the current gen over there.
And where could they find us on social media, Jen?
Instagram,
Instagram,
Facebook,
Facebook,
Snapchat.
Snapchat. You mean I could wait till the end of this video and get the snap code off of it?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Wow, Pete, that sounds like you put a lot of words in her mouth. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
Game on!